In this video, I'll tell you some of the things you need to know about understanding the West Indian Hindu experience. What's up guys, Sean here from Hindu Lifestyle, where I do videos about understanding the Hindu experience. Many of you who have been with me from the start know my background. Born and raised right here in Canada, my parents from the island of Trinidad and Tobago, my ancestry is Indian, and yet somehow through all of this migration from country to country to country, the Hindu identity persisted. One of the most important aspects of the West Indian Hindu experience is how Hindus adapted to the changing practices to fit their new environment and hold on to traditions they felt as vital. As Gayatri Bahadur notes in her book Kuli Woman, Caribbean Hindus were able to craft a religious identity distinct from what their ancestors in the Indian subcontinent practiced, especially since the practice of Hinduism in rural India was often governed by cultural norms that significantly shaped their interpretation of Hinduism. I've met many Hindus from around the world. However, there are still many Indians who are astounded to find out that Indians, and by extension Hinduism, persevered in the Caribbean islands. So here's what you need to know about understanding the West Indian Hindu experience. Number one, most of us lost our native language because of the imposition of English as the official language of learning in the British colonies. In order to go to school, you needed to speak English. Number two, despite losing this ability to speak Hindi or any of the native languages of India, music was a uniting force in the West Indian Hindu community. Until today, many West Indian parents will ensure that their son or daughter learn to sing bhajans, play musical instruments, or even learn to dance. Number three, many of us have English names, which is a holdover of the effect of colonialism and the large Christian influence. Some people have commented on my YouTube channels that me being named Sean actually makes me less of a Hindu. And it's comments like these that actually get me a little bit irritated because these people don't get to know my experience as a Hindu growing up. Many Hindus also make it a point to attend mandir on a regular basis. Typically, that's on a Sunday, where they join in regular satsang. The colonial islands were ruled by Christians, thus making Sunday the official day off. It was that day that Indians would be given a reprieve from the harsh conditions of the plantation fields, and they used that day to congregate in regular satsang. West Indian Hindus often celebrate Christmas as a social gathering because of how pervasive these celebrations were. And you can see my video that I posted about this a few weeks ago. Many Hindus also identify as Indian and West Indian. For example, if someone asks me, "Hey Sean, are you Indian?" I'll often tell them that I'm actually West Indian. My parents are from the island of Trinidad and Tobago, but my great-grandfather came from India. It's a dual type of identity, a type of hyphenated existence. The caste system also changed as well. Many West Indians don't identify with a particular caste. The only lingering notion of caste is the belief that to be a Hindu Pandit, you need to be born a Brahmin. And that's a subject for another day. A lot of the intricate pujas and ways of worship were lost simply because there weren't enough people who were well trained to perform these rituals. Nevertheless, various pujas endured because of the memories of our ancestors and the strength and fortitude of our ancestors. Colonialism was a major factor in shaping the West Indian Hindu identity, and missionaries struggled to convert the Hindus that came from India because they were often met with resistance. In one of the diaries of the Christian missionaries in British Guyana, Reverend Brockhurst writes in 1888, "And sometimes honestly enough tell me in a straightforward manner that they shall not embrace Christianity. Walk in the religion and caste of your forefathers" is their favorite proverb. So you can see that yes, despite the heavy Christian missionary presence in the West Indies, we maintained the tradition in whatever way we could. Looking ahead, there will continue to be challenges in figuring out the Hindu identity as generations continue to be born outside countries such as India, Trinidad, Guyana, and Suriname. Will our descendants identify as the Canadian-born Trinidadian Hindu of Indian ancestry, or will they simply identify as a Canadian Hindu or an American Hindu? Only time will tell. Thank you for watching once again. Please hit like, share this video with your family and friends, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Until next time, Shanti.